Okay, hello guys. So today is a very interesting topic about meditation, and basically I will going to refute most of the thing with proof also and with my meditative experience also. So let me just first check the entire thing is working or not, because most of the time recording don't happen and all those things issues come in between, and we have like a little bit of problem over here of the network. So let me just check whether everything is running fine or not, and then we can start it. And today I will share the PDF only after this recording session, like our webinar. After that, I will share the entire PDF with proof. Like from every book, I will pick the proof and I will explain it, like giving that proof, and in apart to that proof, side by side, I will give you the entire explanation how this work in meditation. Okay, because if you reach to that stages of like meditation, you should able to know how the things are working over there. Okay, I can take you from any kind of meditation to there where the goal, if your goal is that, I can take you there from any kind of 40 kind of meditation given by Buddha. So from any of those technique, I can take you to the final destination also. So let's just finish the process of checking, testing everything, whether it is working fine or not. If somebody has joined, they can send me the message, like so that I can check over here, because message generally pop up. Okay. The final destination. So let's just finish the process of checking, testing everything. Okay. If somebody. Okay, it's working. It's working. Okay, fine. It's working. Let me just send one more message to my team itself, as they are also interested on the things we are doing over here. So just one message to them also. It's necessary. Okay, so the today's topic is like we will go through that book itself, na. So what I told you, that this is very famous book. This book is very famous, as you all know about it. That the book name. Okay, so it is an autobiography of an yogi, Paramhansa Yogananda. So basically, what in the entire book I have gone through, there are like a lot of things are like superstitious and all those things, because I am a meditative atheist and we don't Buddhists don't believe in such things. So this was my first thing I want to tell you, because if you believe in miracle, then it's okay. I don't have any problem with you guys. If you believe in miracle, good, you can do it. And once you get to that stage, then you will automatically drop, because we cannot force anyone. We cannot force anyone to leave their belief. That's not the way. We have to tell them this is the way you go, and automatically everything gets dropped on the way. Automatically it get dropped. So that's the thing about this all entire meditative and mindfulness journey over here. So let's just start. So this book, the autobiography of yogi Paramhansa Yogananda. So every I can go through every chapter. If you want, I can go through every chapter. There are a lot of things written here, which like you, like in one paragraph he's saying that I don't give pictures. Few of the example I have given over the LinkedIn also. Like in one paragraph, he's saying I don't give pictures. In the next paragraph, he's telling that you cannot take picture of spirit. In the third paragraph itself, now he's giving the picture. So in the autobiography, they usually summarize the things. Like a few days, the visitors and disciples says give, 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 and then he used to give. So that I can understand. In the chapters it happens, but there are a lot of things you have to know that in this Kriya Yoga, like a few videos I have seen over YouTube itself, like where they were saying these things, that Kriya Yoga is greater than, you have to understand, these were the words of the yogic and the people who have gone. I have no problem with them. I don't get offended with them, what they are doing, but I have to keep the truth and right path for you also. Like if I am going in that path and it is right and the correct, then I will also tell you that this is the way, this is the right path, and you can also follow. Otherwise, what's the use? People are practicing, you know, already, you know how many people are practicing entire in the entire world this meditative techniques. Okay, how many people are getting result out of it? How many of you have heard about the people who have told that this was the experience and we have reached the final stage? There are many teachers, yogic teachers are there, even for the vipassana teachers are also there. So I don't have issue with anyone, but I know with my personal truthful experiences that I am sharing and showing you that this is the right path and these are the understanding required to go to that higher levels. Everybody want to have that higher intelligence. If I ask you that do you need higher intelligence, you will definitely say I need a higher intelligence. If I say you that it will automatically change you into a compassionate and kind person, then I will say do you need that? You will say yes, I need that. If I say you that it will remove your anger issues, what, you need it, you will say yes. So these are the things and these are the benefit. If you are really getting extracted those things, then you are on the right path na? Like I kept the journal over here, like in my mobile also I maintain the notes, how many time in the year I got like tripped off, even in the angerness or in the argumentative way. So generally my voice is very loud when I am speaking to the people. Even if I am talking normally, then also my voice is very loud. So that's not the issue, but I know from myself itself, from within myself, that how many times I got tripped in 14 months. I have maintained that those things, and I am working. That is called the work in progress. It's the entire work is in the progress. You have to go in this way only. And that when the first stage of enlightenment, what they we in Buddhist call as stream enter, then all these issues, this all defilements go away. First root get cut it. Till then you are, even if you are in the any stages of meditation, there are total 8 stages of meditations. Okay, higher stages of meditations. So in their entire 8 stages, even if you are experiencing it, there are 100% chances that these things are still there. And in the entire book, when I read about this autobiography of Paramhansa Yogananda, where I found most of the statements, like he's showing another kind of behavior, like remorse and all those things. So basically, if you are doing it right way, if you have reached that level of first enlightenment itself, stream enterer, we call it as stream enterer, then only these things get removed. So if you are even feeling remorse, that means you have not practiced till that point. Next point, next thing, now I will focus entire thing on Kriya Yoga. Okay, because the main root is Kriya Yoga over here in this book. What they want to promote is the Kriya Yoga, and this is the most selling book. And I will take Swami Vivekanand also. Like I have read in my mobile phone, I have read the complete work. I have that book itself, complete work of Swami Vivekanand, 16,000 pages in mobile. It's a bigger one, but if you summarize, like even if we divide it by 10, at least I think 1600 pages we can count it as. Okay, because that font is bigger, so I am just reducing the thing. So in that it is written, this is the entire work of Swami Vivekananda. Apart from that, I have 2 3 books of Swami Vivekananda also. So I have gone through entire text of his, and then I have read this yoga, Paramhansa Yogananda. So why did I said that both the people are wrong? Today I will explain it to you in very clear way why these guys don't have like clear meditative understanding itself, clear meditative understanding itself. And I will give you the entire PDF with the screenshot of both the books, okay, and side by side my notes also. And after that I will also give you the discourses, Buddha discourses, where like in the Veda part also, last month I told you that when people this Brahmins gone to, I don't hate them, just their ways are wrong, they are liars. So I just want to rectify those things, and I am for the truth. If I hate somebody, if I take revenge from somebody, my journey is getting affected. So even for a second, it will not come into my mind that I have to hate. I just say dust off, move forward. So this is the so I talk a lot about these things. So now when I say about the things, where were we? So in the Veda part also, when the Buddha was giving discourses to Brahmins, so he said that entire who have written Veda, they don't have any knowledge about Brahma itself. They talk lot about Brahma, but they none of them has seen Brahma itself. And these people think that that's a infinite, like that's the last limit in Vedanta. I have read and I have pasted that pages itself, like Nirgun Brahmalok type kind of things. So actually I have to see that post itself in the, because a lot of things are there. I cannot actually all the things recall in if I am giving the seminar uh, on the life. So what happens, they are saying Nirgun Brahmalok. So there are 20, like 16 to 20 Brahmalok over there. Which Brahmalok you are talking about? So this is the issue. So so that's why he said that three blind people are there. Forward one doesn't know what is happening, middle one doesn't know what is happening, and the end one also doesn't know what is happening. They are just walking. So that's why Buddha was saying about this thing. Now when I read about this Kriya Yoga, the first mistake itself, I tell you, if I give you the screenshot now, you will say what the blender this is, what the blender this is. Why you will say? Yogananda has mentioned Kriya Yoga in certain different way. Okay, we will discuss, we are going to discuss about both the both the methods. I have mobile and I have opened that books in both the mobile phone, and later I will when I screenshot these things, I will give it in the PDF. So when Yogananda Paramahansa Yogananda is talking about Kriya Yoga, he is giving different technique. This is the way to go for the Kriya Yoga. Now when you pick up the book of Swami Vivekananda, here you will see that there is a different approach to Kriya Yoga. Okay, if you both are talking about Kriya Yoga, first question that should come into your mind, everyone in this seminar should think in this way. First question that should come into your mind, if Kriya Yoga is one, how this Paramhans Yogananda technique is different than this Swami Vivekananda technique. Okay, even I can give you that both the techniques where the things are getting misled or wrong, that we will discuss in this today's seminar itself or the webinar also. So first question I told you, who is right? Who is right in this Kriya Yoga? Okay, whether to follow Paramhansa method or Yogananda method or Swami Vivekananda. Next thing, both have gone to America. Okay, both have gone to America. So actually, so this will be a question for a people, like if they have gone, nobody even just gone through the pages itself what they are teaching. Okay, at least you should go and try to, because that's For that purpose only your intellect is given to you. So both the techniques are different in both the books. Next thing, when he's talking in the entire autobiography, this autobiography is very famous, no? In fact, if you see, if I show you the things, like 7,100 ratings have been given, and it is like 4 star, above 4 star, and that this is the highest selling book. I'm just opening the image to see the details of the book. Okay, autobiography of highest selling book. Can you imagine? Highest selling. Okay, even the Swami Vivekananda work. Okay, when I read those 16,000 pages, there is something more knowledgeable to it. But this was all like he's trying to sell the amulets and all astrological things also in these things. So basically I will try to refute him completely. In fact, for the Swami Vivekanand, on the one part I can say that he has got some knowledge about it. Okay, so next thing, in the entire book what he was telling, that once you get into this divine union with, what they are telling, when you get into union with divine, you land into the place of infinite consciousness. These are the words in the book itself. So I have marked all those things page number wise. Okay, his guru Yukteswar Yukteswar was also telling that when you step into the Kriya Yoga, you will reach the state of what? You will reach the state of what we call it as infinite consciousness. Okay. Now let's get to the point. Now let's get to the point. Buddha, when Buddha started his journey, when Buddha, he's a fully enlightened one, we call it him. And this is the reason I am telling that these guys tried to copy. These guys tried to copy everything, but they didn't use the brain. And most of the thing, they tried to confuse the things. They tried to confuse the things by, they thought that we will give the variation. Like everything has got the variations. You have to understand. So we will present it in the other way form. But during that presentation, there what we can say, meaning got changed. If they have read Pali very well, they would have known that they made a mistake over there. Okay, guys. So now I'm telling. Now his teacher also is uh, is up to the stage. Let just right now they are wrong. I know. Still, we will go with the book. First of all, we will go with the book and we will dissect in that way only. Okay. At now, next we will go to Kriya Yoga and then we will start refuting it. So first of all, they said what he said. My guru is in the stage of like divine union. Okay, with God, he's got union where it is the field of infinite consciousness. Remember this word, infinite consciousness. Okay, next thing you have to remember. Okay, he said that his guru led the initiation, and then he did the certain kind of activity by touching his forehead and all those things, and later he also got entered into that state of infinite consciousness union with the God itself. Okay, we am atheist, that's why I don't have problem if you believe in God. Well and good, because ahead you on your own going to drop those things. I don't have to force you or say you. Once you get into the realization, you will definitely on your own through it. If you want to see, I was not a like atheist before. If you will see my profile and go, you will see that I have gone to every temple, mosque and churches everywhere, and every religious book also I have read. So that's not the issue right now. With my understanding and getting ahead in meditation, I get into the step of this meditative atheist. Okay, atheist right now, from theist to atheist. This is not the thing that I was before also atheist. No, my upbringing was theist. Okay, so what I told you, infinite consciousness. He also said that now I am into the union with God and I am into the stage of infinite consciousness. Same thing if you check the videos about Swami Vivekananda and Paramhans also, his teacher Ramakrishna Paramhans also. You will go and find that Swami Vivekananda also mentioned many times that he was into the stage of infinite consciousness. Okay, now let's just start the thing. Very peculiar and very good thing. Buddha when started, when he gone into homelessness from a lay person. I will continue my lay life right now for 20 years. So when Buddha started and met the first person who was teaching the meditation, he started his journey with the stage above infinite consciousness. You have to understand, stage above infinite consciousness. 8 stages of meditation are there. You have to understand, 8 stages of meditation. I am coming to every point, and I will share my experience also. Okay, first absorptive jhana state, I will explain everything, very detailed. Okay, personal experience I am sharing. Okay, so that somebody think that he is just a vague, he has got like bookish knowledge only. No, there is nothing like that. That's why today only I posted in the morning that I am going to share my truthful meditative experience also. Okay, and somebody who have gone to higher stages, he will confirm. That's why I told you, come, all the scholars can come, all the Buddhist monk can come, anybody can come and refute me, either in my proofs he can refute, either he can refute in my personal meditative experience also. So when Buddha started, just wait for a second. So when Buddha started, he started his journey from seventh meditative state. This is the sixth one, infinite consciousness. When you step into the infinite consciousness, that is the sixth stage of meditation. 8 ध्यान की समाधि होती है. This is the sixth one, infinite consciousness. जब आप infinite okay, I sometimes use Hindi. So when you are using this infinite consciousness stage, when you reach there, that is the sixth stage of the meditation. Okay, guys. And they thought that we are now union with a god because everything is conscious over here, and they actually didn't, like, there are many things to the consciousness. We will not go into those jargons that I will teach you in the 49 days upper higher level of meditative courses. Right now, don't go into those things. I know how to reach there, and I know most of the things about consciousness and all those things. So let's just focus right now on the points. This is for this I will give you the proof from the book itself. Okay, first point over here. So they were in the sixth stage of meditation according to their experiences and book. When I will come to Kriya Yoga, you will say what the blunder it is. Like, if Kriya Yoga is wrong, how can they reach that stage? You will say like this. You have to understand. And how can initiation happen? Somebody touching you and you reach that stage. How can that be possible? When Buddha itself, Buddha is the fully enlightened one, he said, I can just show you the way. You have to walk on your own. He didn't touch anybody. He just told the methods and technique that you have to be laborious, you have to work on your own, then only you will reach those stages. Nobody can you just touch you and make you to that stages. If that was so easy and possible, everybody can do it. Why there is need for the such hard labor? Okay, I am practicing for years to get the concept where is things are missing, where the things are missing. That's how I reached to this stages, that I right now know the right path. Okay, right view and right path to reach there. And apart from that, there are many benefits of mind. Even if you start with mindfulness of meditation, there are many benefits for ladies and the women. They are much more concerned about their beauty, that we are getting aged, we are getting aged. So what's how they can stop this aging factor very well without cosmetic and all those things? You have to do mindfulness meditation. It reduces like aging. Okay, it is reducing your aging. That's the most beneficial factors for women over there. Okay, every woman, if try to do mindfulness of meditation, their age is getting reduced. Even if you check my face itself, I will give you the pictures of the previous one. You will say that he didn't change. From past decade, we are seeing that he's still the young. Okay, so that's how the things happen with this mindfulness of meditation. So for, I'm just giving you, like, for the ladies, they want the reason why should we practice mindfulness. Okay, you want to be beautiful for next 10 years, go and practice mindfulness. Okay, that's, and that's why, that's how I convinced my wife. Now she is very much interested, leaving all those things, because there are personal benefit also. Right now we're into the age of the AI. Okay guys, we are into the age of AI. So people are having in such a competition where jobs are getting, like, people are not having jobs, like, companies are going down. But technology is going vast, so much of the things are going to be done by the robots and our AI, artificial intelligence. So people are stressful. So how this stress get removed? This is the way. Mindfulness is the way, and these all are the byproducts. What I am telling, these all are the byproducts. Stress is getting removed, anxiety is getting removed. Most of the psychological and psychiatric diseases can be cured by this mindfulness meditation itself. We leave to the vipassana. When I go to the vipassana, it is much more higher than that. We will gain lot of thing in the vipassana itself. Okay, another benefit. What are the another benefit out of it? You will have higher intelligence, which is very much required. You will have clear cut decision making. And what are the benefits? You will have wisdom. Wisdom is very important in today's life. Just 1 second, I will drink little bit of water. Okay, so we have reached till here. So Buddha started, when he started with Allah Kalam. Okay, the first person who said, he thought that he will be his teacher. He gone to Allah Kalam. He said that, teach me what you are teaching. So he started from the seventh stage of meditation, which is the stage of nothingness. Which is the stage of nothingness. If you think about Alan Watt, he talks a lot about nothingness. And one of my friend was saying that this is the thing which you are talking about. No, you don't understand about the nothingness. So Buddha started with nothingness, and then he said to Allah Kalam, is there anything you can teach me? So he said that, Allah Kalam told that, no, my friend, you are perfect. Whatever experience you are telling me, you have reached that stage. Let's just teach together. Let's just teach together. Now he's not telling that I am your teacher, because in such a short period, Buddha achieved those things. And then he moved to another teacher, to the eighth stage of meditation. Okay. After that, he went into the things. So when we talk about Swami Vivekananda, in his statement of the Kriya Yoga itself, he's saying that mortification is the part. He's saying that mortification is the part of the Kriya Yoga. Okay. Here also he is wrong. I'm giving you a life example of the Buddha itself. So one of the discourses of Buddha is in Majjhim Nikaya, that is Arya Parive, where, Sutta number 36, I say. Arya Parivesna Sutta means like noble search. We call it as noble search. So Buddha tried this mortification method, like like you are going into the dead zone. How long one person can survive in that dead zone? His stomach, he was not eating anything. His stomach was touching his spine. This was the level. His entire this rib cage was shown from a healthy body. That was the level. He was not eating anything. After that also, he thought that this is not the highest point of the mortification. Okay, I will stop my breath. Most of the time in the, now we will come to the Yogananda Paramahansa way. So he also says that breath gets stopped. So how long you can stop the breath? Buddha have done this mortification technique also, and he stopped the breath until the point, till the point where his brain, like his mind, starts shooting pain, and there is a like a uh, highest frequency, highest frequency of a blow goes through one ear to another. The pain was so high that it can't be beared by anyone. Till that limit, he tried to stop his breath, and still he was maintaining his mindfulness. That's the beauty. That's the level of mindfulness he maintained. Okay. So that level of mortification also he has gone. So in this case, both of these people, Paramahansa Yogananda and Vivekanand, Swami Vivekanand, also both are wrong. Mortification was not the way. Mortification was not the way. So you have got 3 points right now. First point, they talk about infinite consciousness. That is the sixth stage. Buddha started from seventh stage, then gone into eighth stage. Then he started his Arya Parivesna Sutta, the Sutta number 36 it is. So, the noble sirs, after eighth stage, from Uddak Ramputtam, he went into the mortification, all kind of mortification he tried. Okay, not just one. If you want, I can paste those proof also over here. Okay, so all kind of mortification he tried, but nothing happened. So you got the point. Infinite consciousness, they were in the stage of sixth, according to their books and their wordings. Second, who is right about Kriya Yoga? Paramahansa Yogananda or Swami Vivekananda? Who is right? 2 points you got wrong. Now the third point I told you, what? Mortification, which they are talking about mortification, both people. So mortification is not the way. Now you got it. Now let's just go to Kriya Yoga and dissect it step by step, because entire book is like autobiography. So we are not interested into autobiography. We are much more interested into the Kriya Yoga. Okay, because generally we want to know the truth. First of the thing. Second, how it will benefit me if I practice that Kriya Yoga, if I practice some other kind of meditation, how it will benefit me. I give you the benefit of the mindfulness, and ahead I will also give you the benefit of Vipassana itself. Okay. So one by one, first we will go through the methods and technique of first, we will go to the method and technique of what we call Swami Vivekananda. Then we will go to Paramahansa, because Swami Vivekananda was little bit near to the things. He is so far away. He is so far away that we cannot even think of the things, because he is not having clear view. Literally, I told you, na, they just tried to mold it in the different variation, but they were not having the clear view about the things. Those who have meditated and those who have reached the stages, they going to click the things and they will pick up the things that he is wrong. Okay, so let's just go to the first of all Swami Vivekananda method, and then we will come back to Yogananda, Paramahansa Yogananda. Okay, and the thing is that from Ramakrishna Paramahansa, one chain gone through this our Swami Vivekananda, and another chain was from Lahari Mahasaya, from Yukteswar and then Yogananda. And this somewhere I read in the book itself, autobiography of the yogi, that he was also in the contact with Ramakrishna Paramahansa. So if they are in the contact, okay, if they got the teaching over there, then can somebody tell me that they are getting different things? They are teaching Kriya Yoga in different ways. Many questions will come to you. So let's just go to the first of all our technique about what we call and both were talking about Patanjali's Yoga Sutra also, huh? Swami Vivekananda also talking about Patanjali's yoga aphorisms, and same thing he's also talking about what we call say yeah, Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So how can you say? Next thing, he has written his experience in the chapter Samadhi. Okay, and we divide Buddha has divided this entire process till the final goal, from stream enterer to the stream winner. Okay, there are three stages. First is the morality. We take the precept. For the lay people, it's 5, then it is extended to 8. And for the monks, it is 227. Okay, Patimokha, it is said in the what we call for the monks. Okay, and second thing, so there are three legs according to Buddha. In three section, it is divided. First is the morality, or we can say virtues. In every religion, there are virtues. You have to follow it. If you don't follow it, nothing will happen. Okay, you are getting karma according to your if you don't follow it. But if you want to progress, then it is important. And I say don't accept anything, just start your meditation, and with time, if you see that there is some hurdle coming over there, then we will introduce, try using this virtue or try using this moral precept, then your meditation will progress ahead. Okay, and sometimes before I have also given you the explanation about the meat eating. So people were thinking that how can he say that meat eating, he's telling that something wrong. Buddha has told that in the precept, first precept itself, that panatipata vermani sikhapadam samadhyami means not abstain from killing animals. It is said that abstain from killing elements, and there is a sutta in the book Three Pitaka itself, Jivaka Sutta, something I don't remember, where monk was accused of meat eating, and Buddha stopped that he shouldn't be accused of eating meat. And I have given certain many examples that if somebody has given that meat in your bowl itself, bowl of monk, he just have to accept. Okay, he's not doing killing over here. You have to understand these things. Certainly if suppose that some animal got died and people go, nobody killed that animal now. Okay, animal got died, somebody gone and took out his meat and cooked it and he served. So will you count that that is the killing? No, it got into the death zone naturally. So we will some in the next month itself. I will bring that sutta so that you will have get the more clear understanding about it. Okay. So generally people will refute that he is not following Buddha itself. Like I'm following, but the things as that said by Buddha itself in Kalama Sutta, he has written clearly. Don't blindly follow even my words. Practice, experience the truth. If you feel that this is the experiential truth, then that part is yours, that should be accepted. So there is no place for belief here. Okay, so what was I was telling, so in the he chapter when he mentioned his experiences, so he was mentioning Paramahansa Yogananda in the chapter itself of what samadhi. The samadhi is the second leg in the Buddhism, or the Buddha teaching itself, or the Buddha discourses itself. First is the moral virtue, what we call morality. Second is the samadhi. So this all what they have mentioned goes into the samadhi, and that is also like samadhi. What we call say they have divided into swavikalp and nirvikalp samadhi, etc. I will explain it because of earlier also I made some videos, 160 videos about explaining all those things. So I don't, when I will get time, I will explain it to you in details. So this is the part of samadhi. And third leg, what is the third leg of Buddha Noble Eightfold Path? The truthful way, the scientific way is the wisdom. Wisdom is getting developed. Okay, so these are the three leg. So they are talking only about the two legs. Okay, and that too wrong. We'll go into the things. So here also in the book of the what we call, I will share it to you. If you see the screen over here, it is clearly written Patanjali's yoga aphorisms. Okay, of and there is a Sanskrit shlok over here, and then entire Swami Vivekanand explanation about the Kriya Yoga. Okay, I will share it with you, the entire PDF, and with the explanation of the things. Okay, so we will go into these things one by one, his words only. We will use his words only, and then we will go to the Buddha's word and show what is the meaning of those words. And then I will use my own experiential knowledge, because some of the things which people have translated from the Pali about the jahanas, first jahana itself, there is a little bit of misunderstanding, I can say that. And that's why I picked this basically of the Swami Vivekananda and this things, because I want to explain those things. You have to rectify that. They say that it is a, in the first jhana you experience initial thought and sustained thought. That is not the sustained thought. You have to understand. I will explain it to you with my personal experience, as I have reached that stage itself right now. And I will tell you that I'm getting slipped out of that stage also. Okay, so we'll talk later, and I have got lot of plenty of time to reach all those things. I know the way I can reach it, and I know how to practice to go initially and to the final stages. So let's just leave all those things. So we will discuss my experience also. So you have to keep in the note that this sustained thought, which they taught in what jahanas itself. So that has got the different meaning. You have to understand. Okay, with my experiential knowledge, I am going to share it with you. Experiential means I have gone into that first stage of the meditation itself, what we call first pehle dhyan ki samadhi. Okay. But it is jhana, not samadhi. In Buddhist terms, samadhi is very different. We call it upachara samadhi, apanna samadhi. Those are different things, and this is different thing. Jhanas are different. They are called mind states. What they are talking about this here is the mind states. So let's just start with the Vivekanand, Swami Vivekanand's, what he's saying in the first line itself. What he's saying, mortification, study, and surrendering fruits of work to God are called Kriya Yoga. Okay? Mortification. I explained it to you earlier that Buddha tried every kind of mortification. He tried every kind of mortification. Then he told that that is not the way. You don't have to go to extremes. In any kind of extremes, you are going out of the way. Why this is called Madhyam Marg, middle way? Why it is called? Because you have to walk through the middle lane only, then only you will reach there. Okay. So mortification is not the way. First word itself, Swami Vivekananda has used mortification. I will tell you why his Kriya Yoga understanding is wrong, and both are wrong. That will we will come word by word. I will explain it to you word by word, and I will share the PDF. And I have given every right to everyone that just read that. And if you find that I am wrong, that this what I am telling you guys is the wrong thing, definitely go refute and tell everyone that he is wrong, and come to me and then also tell me also that I am wrong, because I am telling it to you with experiential knowledge. Okay, so experiential knowledge cannot be challenged. Okay, so mortification, first of all, the thing I told you, mortification, study, and surrendering fruits of work to God are called Kriya Yoga. They are not even out of the God. So I don't have problem with the God itself. I told you I am atheist, because there is no place for belief in meditative middle way path of the Buddha. Even he told you that you have to test my things also, then only accept it as a truth. So this was the thing. Mortification, study, and surrendering fruits of work to God are called Kriya Yoga. Okay. Now he's telling that those samadhis. I told you that he told in the previous chapter the samadhis. Okay. Nirvikalp and Swavikalp. There are four kind of samadhis, as far as I remember. Right now, I didn't go into the entire text of all those things, because I want the Kriya Yoga thing. So just don't focus. Certainly, ahead I am going to explain all those things also. Okay, those samadhis with which we ended our chapter, okay, are very difficult to attain. Very difficult to attain. Yes. So I know the way. I will take you there also. Ahead in the courses, I will take you step by step how to reach over there. Just stay with me. Not today. in the courses which I am thinking, planning special courses, 49 days. So we must take them up slowly. The first step, the preliminary step is called Kriya Yoga. It is a preliminary step. What he's saying, Patanjali's yoga aphorisms and how to practice Kriya Yoga. Now, what Swami Vivekananda is saying, that Kriya Yoga is preliminary step, and what they are telling in the YouTube videos and everywhere, that Kriya Yoga is ahead of what? Vipassana. It is coming from Burma itself. You don't know the technique. Buddha technique is lost. Nothing is lost. This is just buried, and people don't want to look at the things. And certainly, people want comfort. They want easy solutions. They don't want to labor in these things. That's why they are. That's why they are not getting the things. So preliminary step is called Kriya Yoga. Swami Vivekananda, and they are erecting the statues of Swami Vivekananda in entire India. And there is a holiday, and he is taken as a genius and intelligent person. Okay, that he has done a lot of work. So whom you will believe? Those people who are coming to your Western places, telling you that Kriya Yoga is higher than Vipassana. And here he is saying that I have given a lot of reason to you guys that there is no such thing. Now you will know that Kriya Yoga itself is wrong. Their understanding about these things is totally wrong. I am explaining it to you. So entirely, I have given you a lot of reasons that it cannot be go ahead of 8 stages of meditation. How can it compare to the Vipassana? In Vipassana, there you get 16 kinds of knowledge. Okay, and when you are getting liberated, you are getting three higher knowledges. Okay, that 16 is like in between. When you are practicing Vipassana, that 16 kind of knowledges is divided. But in reality, reality, you are getting three higher level of knowledges, supramundane knowledge we call it. So here itself he has said preliminary step. Okay, the first step, the preliminary step, first step है ये, is called Kriya Yoga. Literally, this means working towards yoga. Now he's giving the example about it to explain the yoga itself. Okay, you have to understand the organs are horses. All the organs. What you have organs? Heart is an organ. Lungs is an organ. Kidney is an organ. Kidney is backside. Okay. Liver is here. Liver is the organ. Okay. Stomach is also organ. Everything which is inside is a organ. The mind is rain. Okay. Mind is rain. How many of you know about the mind? Do you think that brain is a mind? I'm giving you the question. Do you think that brain is the mind? Last time in the last week itself, we have discussed about Jim Quick. He's a genius guy. I like respect him because he has developed all those things on his own, and he is surged his genius level. So in that book also, he has shown one research that most of the cortex of rat was removed by Doctor some Kim or Kirk. I don't remember the exact name of the doctor. That still that removing that rat cortex, he was functioning. He was doing basic things which mind can perform. So still you think that brain is the mind? So this is the question I am giving you. I in my courses I explain you that there are 4 parts of mind. Okay, what are the 4 parts of the mind? Sun, understanding. Okay, Vedana, feelings. Okay, so you should remember all those things. Yeah, just wait. Hmm. So feelings, feelings. Sun means perception. We cannot call it as understanding. And that's why I have said a lot of time that perception have got always layers. So perception, feeling, third thing is your volition or mental concomitance, we say it. And fourth part is the consciousness, vinyana. Vinyana is different thing, okay, which get later converted into Vigyan. Huh? And then they created that Vigyan as what we say, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, 112 methods of what? So this happens with the language. Vijnana, that consciousness get converted into Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, 112 methods of Shiva. And that Vigyan get further distorted and it converted into science right now. In if you go to schools in India, they will tell the Hindi medium students, those who study in the regional language, or we can say Indian regional language is Hindi. So it's now get converted into Vigyan, that is science. From consciousness, it got into Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, and from there it got converted into science. So that's the thing. Okay. So this is the thing. So you should remember all those things, what I'm telling you guys. So this is how the things got distorted, and you are telling that this is not the copy. I last time also when I was taking the 5 days mindfulness course, that also time I showed you that 8 methods of the breathing itself was a copy, and how it was copy I showed you with the experience, personal meditative experience. I have shown you that those are the focal points from here to here. Somebody's mind catch over here, some will catch over here, and some will back. That's the way. So the mind is the rain. Let's just repeat those things so you get the clarity. Now he is explaining about this Kriya Yoga. The organs are the organs are horses. Organs are horses. The mind is rain. The mind is rain. The intellect is charioteer. The intellect is a charioteer. The soul is the rider. The soul is the rider, and the body is the chariot. And the body is the chariot. Okay. So, the master of the household, the king, the self of man is sitting in this chariot. Self, they are still stuck in the thing of self. Whereas Buddha's teaching tell you about non-self. When you reach that non-self, then you start getting into the stages of enlightenment. Okay. Then you try to get escape from this cycle of birth to death. Okay. So who has got even the glimpses of dependent origination, they can definitely tell you. Like I have got the glimpses. I don't tell lie about these things, and because I want to progress. Okay. And I want to reach that truth and literally give it to the others also. This was the truth. Don't go blindly. Okay, because if I am happy, I think others should have the same right of getting happy. So that's why I'm giving all those things. Try these things, you will be happy. So that's the way. So I will reach there, I will tell you all the things, all the lies. We will in this entire journey of 20 to, I don't know, right now I have fixed the time period for 20 years. Maybe it can take longer, but 20 years is enough from my end. So in this 20 years, whatever I am going to get, I will give it to you guys also. That this is the thing, these are the right, and you should do these things. Don't worry. So as soon as I got the glimpses, then I realized these things. Okay, that when we talk about in Buddhist non-self, what is these things? So the master of the household, the king, the self of a man is sitting in this chariot. If horses are very strong, what is horses? Organs are the horses. He's explaining with the are very strong and do not obey. Your organ is right now. Any of the organ is obeying you? Nobody. So do not obey rein. If charioteer, the intellect, does not know how to control the horses, they want to control it. Okay, they want to control it. then the chariot will come to grief. Then the chariot will come to grief. You want to control these organs. If you can't control, then you will come to grief. Okay, they are normally functioning right now. Just use your intellect, don't go into the jargons. If I go into the meditative experience, it will be a like different kind of thing for you. Okay, when you are controlling, right now you are not controlling your organs. Okay, uh, are you in the grief right now? Just give the simple explanation. Are you in the grief right now? You have no control over your organs. Have you got control over kidneys? Have you got control over your liver, heart, anything? Have you got control? Nothing. Are you in grief? No, na. Basic example I am giving you. We will go into the meditative things also, that they are where they are wrong. Right now, just understand the things. But if the organs, the horses are well controlled, you are controlling the things. If the rain, the mind is well held in the hands of charioteer. Who is the charioteer? Intellect. Okay, held in the hands of charioteer, the intellect, the chariot reaches the goal. Okay, when you have control over everything, your organs. Okay, when you have got control over your organs, then you reach the final goal. Then you reach the final goal. What is meant therefore by this mortification? Okay, what is meant by this mortification? Holding the, now he's telling what is mortification. Listen to these things. Holding the rein firmly while guiding the body and the organs. Now he's telling that body and organs should be guided, not letting them do anything they like. Like if heart is want to beat, you are not letting it do. Nothing is in your control right now. Even if you go into the higher stages of meditation, I am telling you guys. Okay, so this is the thing which they are trying to tell through the mortification technique. Buddha has tried everything. Like with the mindfulness itself, he was knowing how to stop the breath and how long he can hold that breath, everything. But grief was not stopping at that mortification. He itself in the Arya Parivesna Sutta, he has said that shooting pain was there. Shooting pain. Can you understand that level of pain? Huh? Like a hammer has been hit in his brain. That kind of pain. He has gone. But his mindfulness was not lost. But grief was there. So as soon as you start working, just tell me, as soon as you try to control everything, what will happen? Same mortification will happen. And with that mortification, what will come? Grief will come. Okay. So, but he's saying not letting them do anything like they like, which they like, don't let them do, but keeping them both under proper control. Okay, but keeping them both under proper control. He's telling that now you control it, that heart will beat this much. Okay, I agree. You can do that. Even in the meditation, you know, certain stage that breath is getting lesser and lesser. That is called the settlement of the things. Tranquility stages. When it happens effortlessly. Okay. So everything slows. So now next part after mortification, he is telling study. What is the second part? Study. What is meant by study in this case? Now it is very beautiful thing. I will tell you with experience, that first meditative experience, and where rectification is needed. Everything I will tell you. So what is meant by study in this case? No study of novels or storybook, but study of those work which teach the liberation of soul. Study of those work which teach the liberation of soul. Then again, this study does not mean controversial studies at all. The yogi is supposed to have finished his period of controversy. Yogi is supposed to have finished his period of controversies. He has had enough of that and has become satisfied. He thinks that enough it has done, controversies has been done, he's satisfied. Now what he's doing in the study part, okay, he only studies to intensify his convictions. Vada, vada, vada or vada, we can say both. Vada and Siddhanta. In this study, what he has to study, you have to see now in this Kriya Yoga. Vada and Siddhanta. These are the two sorts of scriptural knowledge. What does Vada means? Okay, Vada means argumentative, and Siddhanta, here it is clearly written. Siddhanta means the decisive. Decisive means important. You know the English word also. Decisive means important. But in real actuality, Siddhanta means principle in Hindi. Siddhanta means principle in Hindi. Okay. So he has left that things. Siddhanta is now getting converted into what we say the decisive, important. And Vada is getting converted into argumentative. Now we will go into the that first stage of Jhana, my personal experience, and then I'm getting slipped out of it right now. That's not important, but that experience I have when I told you about those physics things, about the light, when I was explaining, because that light is very bright. So from that I things I got the about this all the things about physics. So let's just get into the things. So what he has to study, he has to study Vada, and Vada means argumentative, and Siddhanta decisive. When a man is entirely ignorant, everybody is ignorant because they are not meditating. When a man is entirely ignorant, he takes up the first of this, the argumentative, fighting and reasoning, pro and con. Okay, he takes the first one, argumentative. He will be argumentative, fighting, reasoning, pro and con. But when he has finished that, he has now, he's talking about the meditation right now. If you are in the meditation, if these two things come, there will be coming these two things. He want to tell you that in Kriya Yoga, these two things will be coming. Vada, that argumentative, and the Siddhanta, decisiveness. So the argumentative is what? Fighting, reasoning, pro and cons. You have to undernote these things: argumentative, fighting, reasoning, pro and cons. And when he has finished that, he takes up the Siddhanta. What is decisive, important? The decisive, arriving at conclusion. He arrives at some conclusion after seeing the pros and cons. Okay, these are the things, these are the things, I will pick this one. This is the important, and this is the conclusion of the entire thing. That is not the way. Simply arriving at this conclusion will not do. He's explaining the process itself. Simply arriving at this conclusion will not do. It must be intensified. Okay. Books are infinite in number, and so first of all, you have to go through that argumentative process, and then you will reach the conclusion that is to be accepted. This is how the Kriya Yoga method is done. Books are infinite in number. We'll quickly go. This is not important. Time is short, therefore the secret knowledge is to take what is essential. So what is essential, important in it? Decisive, it's essential, same words. Okay, I told you what does Siddhanta mean. Siddhanta means principles, okay, in Hindi. Now it is getting converted into decisive and essentials. Okay, take that and try to live up to it. There is an old Indian legend that if you're, and he has given the example that in front of a swan, if you keep a milk and water, he will drink the milk itself. Okay. So we will skip in between of lot of things are there. So we don't go into those detail. We will pick everything. Now it is for practice. It is for the practice of samadhi and minimizing the pain bearing obstructions. Okay. When you are practicing, so whatever things minimizing the pain bearing obstructions. while you are practicing this Kriya Yoga, you have to stop the pain bearing uh, obstruction, which will. So, the hindrances in this Kriya Yoga are the pain bearing things. I told you, if you are doing mortification, grief is going to come. So, that is the obstruction itself. Okay, I'm explaining everything. Still, if you find that these things are not resonating, you are welcome. I will give you the PDF with each and every point explanation. Go and check it. So these are the obstruction. Pain bearing things are the obstruction. Most of us make mind like spoiled children, allowing them to do whatever they want. Therefore, it is necessary. Mind is like children. We allow them whatever it wants. Therefore, it is necessary that Kriya Yoga should be constantly practiced in order to gain control of the mind and bring it to the subjugation. Subjection. The obstruction to yoga arise from lack of control. So if your mind is not controlled, what is happening? I'm going to come to my experience. First, let me read all those things where it is wrong. Okay, where Swami Vivekananda went wrong. So just few more lines and you will get everything. So he said that minimizing the pain bearing obstructions. So you have to gain control over the mind. Now you want to gain control over the mind. The object obstruction to yoga arise from lack of control. So what are the things giving the lack of control is the pain bearing things and cause us pain. Okay, arise from lack of control of your mind. Lack of control of your mind causes us the pain. They can only be removed by denying the mind. If you deny the mind and holding it in check, and holding it in check through the means of Kriya Yoga. Through the means of Kriya Yoga. So, what he has told that you have to do Vada and Siddhanta, argumentative, and then reach to conclusion. That's how you stop the causes and get your mind into control. Okay, now you get it. Okay, and that's how it is removed in the Kriya Yoga. Okay, you get. So the pain bearing obstruction. This line is very important. The pain bearing obstructions are ignorance. Ignorance is your pain bearing obstruction. Egoism is a pain bearing obstruction. Attachment is a pain bearing obstruction. Aversion is a pain bearing obstruction. Clinging to life is a pain bearing obstructions. Now you get these are the five pains, the fivefold ties that binds us down. ठीक है? Of which ignorance is the cause and the other four are its effect. Now you got. So first of all thing, you have to notice when you are going to this because they reach to the stages of consciousness, infinite consciousness. So if you want to explore 8 stages of meditation, jahanas, okay, leave the samadhis. Samadhi is different. I told you apanna samadhi and all those things. Right now, which they are talking about is the jahanic experience. So they try to bring the variation and try to mock the things, but they didn't able because you have once you have experience, you know that these things are wrong. So you know now the pain bearing obstructions, those are not the obstructions to reach the jahanic stage. Okay. And before that, when they use this Vada and Siddhanta, those two, all the points are wrong. In the first stage of meditate, jahanic experience also knows these things. We call it as initial thought and sustained thought. In English, it is given. So in Pali, it is given vichara, vikara, or vichara. And second one is vitark. It's R. Vitak. In vitakka. In Pali, it is vitakka. There is no R. That RF is Sanskrit and what we say Hindi born. So it was not in the Pali language itself. So it is vitakka. So they thought vitakka as vitark. In Hindi, vitark means argumentative. So that's why he has written vada as argumentative. So you have to go in when you are doing Kriya Yoga, you have to do the argumentative things and then reach to the conclusion, that is Siddhanta. Okay. According to him, Siddhanta is conclusion or essential part. You have to take the abstract. That is not the way. When you are experiencing first jhana itself, what happens? When you are experiencing first jhana, this vitakka and vichara. Vitakka means when you experience it, you will know that is not the sustained thought. That is the reasoning. Okay. Initial thought is that you get into the state of the mind that, okay, I am in the stage of jhanic experience. It is a jhanic experience. That's your initial thought. Second, that vitakka is reasoning. Okay. How you will sustain that thought, guys? With reasoning. You will see the supportive element of it. Okay. You will see that my senses are off right now. Okay. That's how you realize these things. So that is the reasoning part. Vitakka is the reasoning. So they thought, what they thought? Vada, which they are telling that argumentative. There is nothing like you are doing argument. You are not doing argument in the first stage of meditation itself. This jhanic experience. So that is not the way. And that Siddhanta, they are saying that essential, you take the essential, nothing like that essential. You are just supporting with the reason of to sustain that first jhanic itself. In the second stage of jhana, this both are gone. With vitak and vichara, they are not needed. Okay, these both are gone. No reason is required right now. That and that light is so brilliant and so. I, if you get into that experiential stage, you will realize that nothing more you can experience other than that light. It's like many, they are trying to explain it, bulb watts, many power, high power bulbs are like that. So what are the obstruction? So he's saying that pain bearing obstructions, that five we have discussed it here: ignorance, egoism, attachment, aversion, and clinging to life. No, for the jhanic stage, first stage of meditation itself, these are not the obstructions. Obstruction, what is the obstruction over there? Sensual plane. What are the your sensual plane? Salayatan we call it as, in the, that is called six right now. In jhanic experience there are five senses. What is called as touch, taste, smell, sound, eyes. These senses got blocked. These are the obstruction. Until this obstruction are there, you cannot get into that stage of what we call jhanic, first stage of meditation. You don't go into that stage. So this was the first obstruction, like sensuality or sense sphere. We call it first obstruction is sense sphere. Second obstruction, aversion. Only one point is right. Aversion is the second. First is what? Sense sphere. Five sense sphere. Second is what? Aversion. Five sense sphere stops when jhanic experience starts. Okay. Second is the aversion. You don't have ill will, hatred. These are the blockages. That's why I am telling you guys, even if you, somebody has done some trickery with you, mocked you, you just have to forgive him, and for your own good, leave that kind of revenge, hatred from your inside if you want to grow. Aversion is second thing. Remove that aversion part. Ill will part, remove that. That is the obstruction. Sense fear, aversion. Third, sloth and torpor, dullness of mind. If your mind is dull right now, my mind is getting dull because my energy is getting loose. So that's is the thing. And I am also having perennial typhoid is like perennial for me. Every year it comes. Right now also it is coming. From last 4 5 days I am having the symptoms of typhoid. Okay, it's a perennial for me. Every year I will get into typhoid. So this is the third thing over there. Third thing what I told you, sloth and torpor. Okay, laziness is the thing. You have to be energetic. Okay, and that comes from inner energy. So this was the third obstruction to reach to that stages. First, to they have telling that no, they have experienced six stage. For that, these are the obstructions. First is sense fear. Second is aversion. Third is sloth and torpor. Fourth is restlessness and worry. If you are into the stages of worry or anxiety or the stress, okay, or if you are having restlessness, then you cannot reach the stages of jhanic stages, all eight stages you cannot reach. This is the fourth one. And the last fifth part is the doubt. Okay, fifth part is the doubt. These are the five obstruction, my dear friends. So you are not going into the mortifications to reach those stages. 1 2 6, they have reached till 6 now. They are telling we are into the stages of infinite consciousness, we aligned with the god. Okay, so that is, this is the process how you reach there. These are the obstruction. This is not the obstruction that pain give giving things are the obstructions over there. Okay, so now you know. So he thinks that bearing things are the obstruction. That is not the thing. Sense fear. Even if you feel the pleasure, then you are going to fall out of those meditative stage. Now you know the reason why I got fall out of those. Many times I have like gone to that point and then soon I got back. Why? The reason was the sense fear. As soon as I felt the excitement, it is going to slip out of it. Once I reach the second stage, then I am not going to get out of it. So that's why I come back and then started Vipassana. Now I am strong. Now I can go to that stages and then reach those stages. But I right now I don't feel to again go from there. First, second, third. We can explore those things later. Right now I want to do the scientific way, like entire this, because that is beneficial for me and for the others also. We have to find the solution for the glycation, stop the glycation method. Okay, and your organs are getting into the glycation and then lets you die. So all those things are important, and for that what is important? Vipassana. And in that Vipassana you explore the body. Right now I am in the Vipassanic stages where I can sense the flow of the blood I was saying, bloods. Okay, right now that vision is not developed that I can see the entire organs. I'm telling you the truth. I cannot see the organs, but I can sense and feel those things, that blood flow and the heartbeats and the organ also. I feel like my chest I can feel. Okay, I can feel. Right now I cannot see it, and but according to the text and everything, it is said that you can feel every 32 elements of your body, every 32 parts of your body you can see it. So that consciousness is still waiting for me. Okay, I have to practice to reach those stages. I'm very frank and I tell you everything truthfully, guys. So I can feel it. Right now I cannot see those things. Okay, so once I start seeing those things, then I will. What organ I can see? I can feel the heartbeats. I can feel my upper organ of the stomach, and the chest itself, entire chest itself. Okay, I can feel these things. And for the like brain things, I told you that I reached the first stage of meditation where the bright light like light was so bright that all sense doors were closed, but mind was very active at that time. So I told you and how I got slipped out of those first stage of jhanic meditation. In this jhanic state, we call it as nimitta, development of nimittas. Patibhag nimitta, we call it as. Okay. Counter sign, meditative counter sign. It is a mental creation actually. Your mind involved into meditation to such high extent that it creates that things. Okay, now you understand the things. So this was the part of Swami Vivekananda, and I told you where he is wrong. Obstructions also, you know what is the reason behind obstruction. So he was wrong about mortification. I told you I will give you the entire proof in the PDF, so you can go through and understand that mortification is not the right way. Second part, I told you Vada and Siddhanta, which he is talking about, is also wrong, because they thought that vitakka is vitark. In English, they translated it as sustained thought, but behind sustained thought is the reasoning. It is not the sustained thought, it is actually the reasoning. That reasoning is required to support your what? That's first jahanic state. Okay, so you have to rectify those things. It is not the sustained thought, it is reasoning. So I told you that second part also wrong. First is mortification wrong. Second is what wrong? Second is wrong. That Vada and Siddhanta part is wrong. That Jahanic element itself they took is wrong for the Kriya Yoga. And third part, what are the obstructions? Those obstructions also I cleared you that these are the five things that are obstructing you to reach those stages. Infinite consciousness also you can reach, but this is the way. These are the five obstructions which are obstructing you to reach that infinite consciousness stage. So you have to work on this five things. You have to identify. Okay, doubt has come. Okay, sense fears are active. I can feel this sensations, etc. Okay, this what is the thing? This is the thing. We will go into the now. We will explore his method also, Yogananda method, and I will explain you. They are also very good things, very meditative things, which you will realize. Okay, he don't have the knowledge about that also. So Yogananda. So at least Swami Vivekananda have got some knowledge, I can say. So mortification is wrong in Swami Vivekananda, so that's why he is wrong. Second point also I told you Vada and Siddha, that is Vitakka and Vichara. And for the Vitakka I told you that is sustained thought. Sustained thought should be replaced with the reasoning. And third part, pain bearing was the obstruction in Kriya Yoga part of what Swami Vivekananda writing. Pain bearing are the obstructions, but those are not the obstruction to reach that stage. Obstructions, I told you that are five obstructions over there. So you just remove those five obstructions that are sense fear. Second was what we call it as aversion. Third was what? Sloth and torpor. Fourth was restlessness and worry. Fifth was doubt. So this was the part of Swami Vivekananda over. Now we will go into the Paramahansa Yogananda and we will refute his entire work of Kriya Yoga. And both technique are different. Both have telling about Kriya Yoga and both technique are different. How that can be possible? Now that question will come to you. So let's just take quick 5 minute break. I need a break to rejuvenate my energy, and I am feeling low. I will go to loo and drink some water and then we can start. Just take the 5 minute breaks and then we will come here. Okay, guys, so we are back. Now we will deal with Yogananda, Paramhans Yogananda. Okay, so in chapter number 26, he has written the science of Kriya Yoga. So here he explains the Sanskrit root. This Kriya Yoga become famous because of Lahari Mahasaya, because of his guru, Yogananda's guru. Okay, the Sanskrit root of Kriya means to do. In Hindi also we call it Kriya, activity or to do, to act. Okay, and to react. Okay, the okay. So let's just start, na. I'm reading his words, and we will dissect everything, and I tell you how it is wrong. Okay. The same root is found in the word karma. Kar and kri. They are trying to relate it. Hmm? The natural principle of cause and effect. The natural principle of cause and effect is what? Kriya Yoga. Yoga means union. So act to unify. This is his meaning. With the infinite. So Kriya Yoga is thus union with the infinite. With the infinite. Right now they are explaining Kriya Yoga is union with the infinite. Consciousness, according to that, infinite consciousness is their limit. But ahead there are two stages. You have to understand. So here also he is wrong. A yogi who faithfully follows this its technique is gradually freed from karma and universal chain of causation. You have to understand, you are, even if you got liberated until you die, you are not going to get released from karma. The past karma, whichever left out karma, even if you got liberated, the left out karma will pop up, and you will, like, you will not suffer, but it will pop out in time to time, like Moggallana, which was we call it as chief of Buddha. So he was liberated, fully liberated, Buddha was fully liberated, and he was also liberated. He was knowing the psychic powers. There is a technique for to get the psychic powers also in the meditation. I know that also. So right now that's not important. So Moggallana was knowing that these thieves are told by certain people who don't like Buddha, have been sent to kill me. But he was knowing from the past life also that in the past life he has done some cruel, what we can say, cruel action of murder, which is going to manifest. and he was trying to save those people, those thieves, from like, don't do this heinous crime so that you will suffer from for many lifetimes. Psychic power, he tried to lock that door where he was sitting, and he tried to like got into the invisible state. All those things are written in the book. Right now we have not experienced, so I will not, but I'm just giving you the example. So when he realized that they are not getting the things, so he just let it happen. So they broke the door. They came with stick and hit him so hard. And even after hitting him so hard, he was like, he was not crying in pain. That's the beauty of Vipassana. That suffering is completely removed. So that's why we call it, pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Why suffering is optional? Suffering is getting removed out of it, guys, when you get into the liberated stages. So he got very hard beaten from sticks, and then thief thought that he's dead. They went away, and so he crawling went to Buddha, gave his last salutation, and then that's how he died. So he was knowing that his in many life back he has done such karma. So it is said that uh, karma will, even after liberation also, that left out karma will come in some way. So that's how it ends. Because of so let's just read ahead and I will tell you. Because of certain ancient injections, I cannot fully explain Kriya Yoga. He's saying that, but he will give the idea. So you have to understand. The actual technique must be learned in Kriya Ban or Kriya Yogi. Here is a broad reference must suffice. Summarizing. Even if he's summarizing, he is giving a little bit of technique to you. Okay. Kriya Yoga is simply psychophysiological method. Psychophysiological method. He is telling Kriya Yoga is psychophysiological method by which human blood. Now he's talking in some different sense. Okay. Swami Vivekananda is talking in different sense about Kriya Yoga. Okay. Who is right? He's telling psychophysiological method by which human blood is decarbonized and recharged with oxygen. Your blood is decarbonized and are recharged with oxygen. The atoms of this extra oxygen are transmuted into life current to rejuvenate the brain and spine centers. He's talking totally different about the Kriya Yoga. Okay. Transmuted into life current. Okay. Life current, and to rejuvenate brain and spinal centers. Your spinal centers he's talking about right now. Huh? So nothing like that. I will explain it to you. By stopping the accumulation of venous blood. Means venous means I can say that corrupt or something like that. Venom blood. We can also say that. So the yogi is able to lessen or prevent the decay of tissues. So yogi is able to decay the means prevent the decay of the tissues. That is the those psychic power. It is a different kind of meditation. You have to try it if you want it. Certain time later, I if you progress, I will give it to you the method. If you are really interested in doing those things rather than just doing the things which we required in life. Those are stupidest things. Later, after the eighth stage of meditation, also that stages come to us. Even if we don't try now, after eighth stage, those psychic power is going to come before the start of the stream entry itself. Before getting liberation, also you get those psychic powers. So, not to worry about those things. So, he is saying that prevent the decay of the tissues. The advanced yogic transmute his cell into pure energy. He transferring he's converting his cells into pure energy. Okay. Now what they are doing, they are trying to like attract you all guys of the all religion. This is the thing they try to like. what we can say, try to influence all other. Yeah, your Jesus also have done. See, Elijah, Jesus, Kabir, and other prophets were past master in the use of Kriya or similar technique. This is how these people use, like your religious belief, they are using it. Like when you have to know that this guy Kabir, who was giving so many verses in Hindi, he has given so many verses, like whenever there is a friction happen between two people, I mostly remember his one of the verses which I like very much, looking at the people suffering, like चलती चक्की देख दिया कबीरा रोए दो पाटन के बीच में साबुत बचा न कोई. So this all things are, so this guy Kabir, they Yogananda Paramhansa and all those people right now are telling that Kriya Yoga was done by Kabir. Kabir didn't try all those things. Okay, and second most thing, he was not valued. Okay, these people never valued, this entire upper caste community never valued Kabir in his lifetime, and he has used all the example of the people of the middle class, like who was the cloth washer. He used to give the example of his enlightenment through that things. Okay, he used to give the example of that. These all are the minorities. These people are minorities in Hinduism, of which Kabir used to give the examples. He used to give the example of the person in the charnel ground who is burning the dead bodies. In his, if you hear this Kabir shloks or verses, is we have been hearing since the childhood. My parents have given this teachings of the Kabir, and we don't understand at that time, but we remember most of the verses of the Kabir. So some of this thing, like he's used to tell, because he's enlightened, so he knows that defilement is inside. What I am trying to look at the people outside over there, when he says that बुरा जो देखन मैं चला बुरा ना मिलया कोई जो मन खोजा आपना. When I looked inside my mind, not man, they think that it is a heart. Not, that is not, heart is not the thing. When you looked into, he looked into his mind, he found out that बुरा तो देखन मैं चला बुरा ना मिलिया कोई जो मन खोजा आप ना मुझसा बुरा ना कोई. When I looked into my mind, I find that nobody is evil more than me. That's how this enlightened people know that entire pile of defilement is sitting inside, and I'm telling that people are evil. No, that's not the way. That's why we don't have to take revenge or hate anyone. We have to work on our own suffering, and we have to work on our own defilements. That's how we get enlightened. That's how we reach that state of purity, pure mind, mental state, where there is no stress, no worries, nothing is there. So you have to understand. So I'm telling you about this Kabir. Now they related it. That's how they related the Jesus also over here. So they try to influence, they try to grab your attention, they try to push you into these things that you do, that your enlightened people have done these things. This is complete mockery. So I'm telling you, the so Kabir is from the minorities, and they didn't ever give him the respect till he was alive. You have to know that the Muslims were the first who actually gave him, made his special grave. And certain time later, when they found that they cannot bury the Kabir, so they came fighting to this guy, these peoples, that now Kabir is ours. Then that's how they shared it, and then they created, okay, you also participate. So that's how people should are aware that there is a kindness between people. But certainly people who are at the power, they are using it in the wrong way. Nobody wants to fight. Who wants the right? Who wants the destruction? When you fight with your own people, like even if you fight with your mother, your father, your brother, After fight happens, you win. Okay, you win. But inside you feel something. Okay, why did I did those things? Why did I got anger? Why did I fight with them? So fight is never the solution, guys. You have to understand, fight is never the solution. So these people, they just provoke you to fight against each other. Why? Because they are getting the benefit out of it. You should never fight. Violence is avoided in every case. Never. Violence is never the solution. So you have to understand. So this is the mockery. This is the mockery that your enlightened people were using Kriya Yoga. That's why I want to point out these things. So by which they cause their bodies to dematerialize at their will. So their body got dematerialized at their own will. Actually, once you start getting into the stages of enlightenment, you can certainly at level you have those kind of things. Okay, so Lahari Mahasaya received it from his guru Babaji, and who rediscovered and clarified the technique after it has been lost in the dark ages. The Kriya Yoga, which I am going to the giving to the world, now he is telling through you in this 19th century, Babaji told Lahari Mahasaya is a revival of the same science which Krishna gave. Now this Kriya Yoga is given by Krishna. That's how they relate it everything. Millennium ago to Arjuna. I will tell you tomorrow. I'm giving you the quote about Krishna also, so that you will question. Okay, if someone get those things, he will know what I am talking about. How they related those things. Okay, how they created these things. So millennium ago to Arjuna, which was later known to Patanjali. After Arjuna, Patanjali got known. Buddha came in BC 600 BC, and in the first century itself, after 600 years, Patanjali started writing about yoga, and he came to know about through Kriya Yoga through whom? Whom he came to know about Kriya Yoga? Krishna and Arjuna. Same Patanjali Yoga he is talking Kriya Yoga. Who? Yogananda. Yogananda is talking about same Kriya Yoga. And Swami Vivekananda also is talking about Kriya Yoga from Patanjali. And they both the techniques are different. Wow. What the work you have done, guys. Kriya Yoga, both are teaching Kriya Yoga. One technique is different. Both are talking about Patanjali. One technique is different than another. Good. Very good. Still, I have explained you everything. Now we will start refuting him also. Okay, Kriya Yoga is referred to Krishna, India's greatest prophet, in the stanza of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, now in the stanza of Bhagavad Gita, they have went offering inhaling breath into outgoing breath, offering the outgoing breath into the inhaling breath. The yogi neutralizes both this breath. He thus realizes the life force from the heart and bring it under his control. Life forces from the heart. And many people have this confusion that chitta in here also people have got confusion. And Dr. Joseph Murphy also said that subconscious mind is here in the solar plexus. And here also they talk about chitta, base of chitta is here. And here they are talking about that life, what they are talking about, life forces from the heart. In the heart there are life forces. Okay, and break it, and he brings it in his control. The interpretation is the yogi arrests the decay in the body by an addition of life forces and arrests the mutation of growth in the body upon eliminating current, thus neutralizing decay and growth. By quieting the heart, the yogi learns the life control. Okay, now like I am going to tell you about something ahead. He's going to explain it. Let me just finish it, then I will tell you about the things. So now you know from the life forces he controls. through in his heart and that breathing also. Okay, the in the Bhagavad Gita also it is given. Okay, he controls the breath. How he controls the breath? By neutralizing it. Same thing I was telling you, tranquilizing. You are not doing the tranquilizing thing. Certainly after you just into state in the observation and it get tranquilized on its own, effortlessly it moves very smoothly. Neither long breaths come, neither short breath come. It is effortless, maintaining the equilibrium. You understand? That is called the neutralizing or tranquilization happens. And certainly that there is a measure of the tranquilization. It get and get like this. Now you will realize, okay, now it is the effortless. But certainly once you go into the higher state, that tranquilization will come little bit more down, little bit more less effort. The measure, it is measured. The tranquility is measured over here. Effortlessness is measured. You are not neutralizing, just you are observing and realizing that effortlessness has reduced. So this is completely out of things. They didn't got anything about the meditation. Krishna also relate that it was he in the former's incarnation who communicated the indestructible yoga to an ancient illuminative Vivaswat, who gave it to Manu. Now Krishna has also given it to Manu also, and certainly it was gone to Patanjali also. Wow, everything is great about them. The great legislator, he in turn instructed Ishkava, the father of India's solar warrior dynasty. Passing this from one another to royal yoga was guarded by the rishis until the coming of materialistic age. Then due to priestly secrecy, priestly secrecy, that's why they were not distributing. Actually, they knew the truth. If we impart the knowledge, we cannot rule the people. That was the truth. And still the Buddhists were like having much more things. That's why they tried to burn the Nalanda University itself and try to destroy the entire history of the Buddhist, because they were scientific and truthful. How they can establish their reigns without them? That's why they maintain the secrecy. And man's indifference, the sacred knowledge gradually became inaccessible. Kriya Yoga, okay, now we have to notice. Kriya Yoga is mentioned twice by the ancient sage Patanjali, foremost exponent of yoga, who wrote Kriya Yoga consists of body discipline, mental control, and meditating on Om. Now, he knows different kind of Patanjali Kriya Yoga. Ahead, he told Krishna Kriya Yoga. In Krishna Kriya Yoga, he was into the breathing technique and life forces control. They don't even know. I will tell you ahead. And now Patanjali Kriya Yoga is different. And Patanjali Kriya Yoga of what we can say of Swami Vivekananda is different. Now three techniques have come. Oh, it's so much ahead. They are just making the circle. This is called circumlocatory. Circumlocatory means circumlocatory talks. Nothing is there in there. Nothing experiential. They have just read the documents, copied it, made variation of their own, and created. Okay, we know the Kriya Yoga is new thing, and it was before Buddha itself. This is the third technique of Kriya Yoga coming out of his own book. So Kriya Yoga consists of body discipline, mental control, meditating on Om. Right now, first they were doing meditating on breathing, neutralizing. Now it is meditating on Om. Patanjali speaks of God as the actual cosmic sound of Om heard in meditation. I told you it's a resonating word. And there are in my meditation course, mindfulness course, that Om is not the only frequency resonating word. In English, there are five more. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. All are resonating frequency words. So Om is nothing special. You can meditate on A-E-I-O-U, you will get the same result. Om is creative word, the sound word of vibratory motion, vibratory motor. Same vibratory motor can be derived from that five vowels A-E-I-O-U. Even the yoga beginner soon inwardly hears the wondrous sound of Om. Receiving this blissful spiritual encouragement, the devotee becomes assured that he is actual touch with the divine realms. Okay, that resonant frequency word, the practice on those vowels itself, you will realize that you are in the divine realms. Nobody has seen. These people have never seen those stages and those world realms. They talk about two or three realms only. In Buddha's actual truth, there are 31 planes of 31 what we can say planes where different kind of people, different kind of celestial bodies resides. Okay, so now two techniques you have got. Okay, and Patanjali refers second time of the life control or kriya technique. Thus, liberation can be accomplished by the pranayam, which is attained by disjoining the course of inspiration and expiration. Okay, analom and analom vilom, they talk about that breathing technique. Okay, second method of kriya. Okay, Patanjali is talking. So in Krishna wala, so he told that Kriya method two. Swami Vivekananda is talking about third. Okay. So these are now Kriya Yoga has got variation itself, guys. Okay. Now let me tell you what they are talking about life forces. When they talk about that, even without breathing, ahead he's coming to that point. Okay. Kriya Yoga is an instrument through which human evolution quickened, Sri Yukteswara explained. The ancient yogi discovered that the secret of cosmic consciousness is intimately linked with breath mastery. Cosmic consciousness is related with breath mastery, nothing like that. Even if we do vipassana over body contemplation, consciousness can be realized with it. Nothing with breath only you will realize. They don't have any idea about it. Okay, this is the India technique, in India's unique and deathless contribution to the world. Now it has become India's contribution, Buddha's contribution, it should be said, because at that time this was not the India. It was called as the Jambu Deep, and the Jambu Deep include uh, till the rains till end of the Afghanistan, ahead of the Afghanistan also. Okay, Afghanistan, Pakistan, etc. is included. Now also you can see that they are bombarding those bigger statues of Buddha itself without realizing itself that they were also Buddhists earlier. And here also in the entire Asiatic region. So Jambudvip covered that Myanmar, Thailand, Indonesia parts also. So they don't know anything about it. Though, so it is called Buddha's contribution, not India's contribution, it can be said, to the world. Treasury of knowledge. The life force, which is now what a point I was telling you, they don't have any clear idea about it. Right now you will understand. The life forces which is ordinary observed in maintaining the heart pump must be freed from higher activities by a method of calming and stilling the ceaselessness demands of the breath. So breath is stopped, and then they are telling that life forces is freed, which is pumping heart. Okay, this they don't understand this entire mechanism itself. When you go into the absorption stage, first stage of meditative, okay guys, breath is not stopping over there. You have to understand. It just created into counter part of it. Mental image is created. Okay, organs are still working. And when you reach the fourth stage of meditation, where breath stops for some time, okay, for some time, not for the entirety, breath stops in the fourth stage, okay, for some time it gets stopped. The concentration level is so high over there for some time, but it comes back again also. So breath ceases, and when they are so life forces, they free it. They don't understand anything about the meditation. In generalization, whenever this this is the basic phenomena of meditation, these seven general things are going to arise. First, contact is happening. Contact, with contact, feeling happens. Okay, contact, feeling, perception, volition. Okay, ekagata, ekagata, one pointedness, that is called the concentration. Concentration comes, and with that, Jivit Indriyam, that is life faculty, faculty of life, which they called as prana. Prana and this life faculty, Jivit Indriyam, they converted into different name, just it, nothing more. They don't have realization of meditation. Once you know the real meditation, you will realize that these seven things are already present. Okay, you don't, that your breath is for sometimes at the fourth stage also, if your breath ceases for some time, so that your heart is pumping with the life forces itself, so it is already present. These seven factors are already there, and last one is the manasikara, attention. Okay, these seven factors are already there, so you are not freeing it with ceasing of the breath itself. You have to understand this. They talk about na ki breath stops, then prana is different thing. You are having that because of, you are living because of prana, not because of breath. They are totally wrong about this thing. They interpreted and take the variation according to their, without meditation. That's why I am telling you with experiential knowledge that they are wrong. Okay, this seven factor arises. This seven factor actually arises. How do you feel that concentration of ingoing outgoing breath? Because it is making the contact na. With contact, what happens? Feelings comes, perception comes. Okay, volition or concomitance comes. Okay, what else comes? Ekagata, one pointedness, jivitindriyam, life faculty, that is prana, and the seventh is the attention. So these are the factors. That's how they are wrong, guys. So I told you why they are wrong. And now they ahead, they are what they are telling. This line is also important. Rest we will leave it. The Kriya Yoga mentally directs his life energy evolve upward and downward around six spinal centers. Now there they have the six spinal centers. There goes up and down. You don't even realize actually meditation, guys, and you are telling these things. This is the way that people are being misled, though those don't have meditative experiences. Okay, now six, this energy is moving, which correspond to the 12 astral signs of the zodiac. Now they have related this to the zodiac also, 12 astral signs, because they want to prove that their astrology is right, because they want to prove that their amulets things are right, everything is right about them. That's why they include everything. That's how the belief system work. You have to understand, belief never works. If you want to find the truth, you have to leave your belief and discard it. Okay, leave that belief side. I will first explore the truth, and according to that, I will develop ahead. So that's why they because mind is very sharp. Our mind is very sharp. If you see the picture, think that this how this God is looking, your mind will produce those things. That's how powerful your mind, and you will realize, I have realized the God. That's the issue, yeah. No, anyways, I don't have problem with God, because just go and practice meditation. Certainly on your own you are going to wash away your belief and then start practicing. I will not force you anything. Just Practice it for benefit, and certainly at certain point you are going on your own, leave the belief system. That's why Buddha has always said, Ehi passiko, come and observe yourself the truth. Buddha never said that believe in me. He said that experience it and then believe that truth. So then 12 zodiacs, and they have connected it with, okay, 1/2 minute of revolution of energy around this sensitive spinal cord of man affects subtle progress in his evolution. That half minute of Kriya Yoga equals 1 year of natural spiritual unfoldment. So this was the system. The astral system of human beings with 612 polarity inner constellation revolving around the sun of the omniscient spiritual eye is interrelated with one physical sun, the 12 zodiac signs. All man are thus affected by the inner and the outer universe. Totally. Now I have refuted and I had told you the entire truth. We will share the PDF. So this was it. So I rest of the thing is not necessary. Here also they are saying that the body of the average man is like 50-watt lamp which cannot accommodate billion watts of power aroused in the excessive practice of Kriya Yoga. Body cannot accumulate that. Nothing like that, guys. Your body is designed in such a way for the liberation. It can accommodate everything. So they don't have a experience of the meditation. That's why they are telling all those things. Your senses get stopped when you even reach the first absorption state. The light is so bright, okay, and then it get on expanding. That's the reason. Okay, let's stop over here. uh, and thank you guys for the webinar. I will share the PDF. Read those PDF with my proof and my meditative experience and Buddha's proof itself. And if you find to refute, you are open to refute everything. You are open to spread negativity also. But I am in the like truthful path and truth seeker. What I discovered and what I know the truth, I am going to tell it to you guys. So later it's your choice. I told you that now their own two people have shown two different kinds of Kriya Yoga to you. They are both talking about Patanjali Yoga, and they have given two different kinds of kriya, three different kind. I was telling you two, three different kinds of kriya yoga too. So it's up to you to bring your intellect, understand that this is the wrong things, this is just a mockery. The right path is the mindfulness, or what we can say vipassana. Still, if you think you are open to choose the wrong path itself, I will not stop you, and I cannot stop you or control you. It's up to you for your own good. Take the right decision, read the PDF, come to the conclusion. And we have 5 days mindfulness session and vipassana session in this 30 days. So I will give you the explanation over there. Simple. 5 days will continue until you don't progress to that higher 49 days. I have to check the process before giving those things to get into the progress stage. That's very necessary. You cannot skip the steps and then ask me that give me the advanced method you are practicing. No, I cannot give you that advanced method to practice, guys, until because you will not realize those things. Okay, and I can teach you all those 40 methods, and all those 40 methods I will take you to the liberation point itself. Okay, yeah. So a lot of wisdom talk is over. Just chill and relax. Take the PDF, question, guys, everything. Keep your intellect open. That's how you will develop higher intelligence. And I am with you in this entire journey. Don't worry. I will give you everything, every knowledge, every truth, every scientific things. I will give it to you. And some point, some things I'm saving it for them in the upper stage. If they want to challenge me over in that upper stage, I will tell them. what's going inside of them. Okay, and this solar plexus explanation, base of chitta, everything, and heart controlling everything, I'm saving all those experiences. That's why I'm not saving, telling you those experiences right now. It was important to tell my own meditative experiences and bookish explanation also, so that you get into the clear understanding of the things. That's why otherwise I would never have shared all those my meditative experiences with you guys. And most of the experiences I'm still not going to tell you. It will be told you in the 49 days courses, and most of the techniques will be told over you, told to you, sorry, in that 49 days course. Or if I go, because these people are like that, okay, we will argue, come, let go into the stage and I will ask you the question, and it will give you the clear cut idea how much they know about this inner mechanism. That's why I'm saving all those things for that time. Thank you guys. Enjoy the wisdom, develop higher intelligence, and start practicing. For any reason, start practicing that mindfulness and vipassana. And we are having that 5 day session in these 30 days. Okay, guys, good luck and progress. Be happy.